Two balls and a strike to count on Taylor. Reyes fires, swinging a drive, deep left field. It's his way back. Welcome up, Chris Taylor.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by Matt Moreno. And I know the lockout's going on, but we do have some free agency rumbling. Seiya Suzuki, the prized asset coming from Japan, looking to sign with a major league team this offseason. There are some rumors. Peter Abraham of the Boston Globe, Peter Gammons of The Athletic have both said that the Giants and Mariners, according to industry sources, are the favorites to sign him once the lockout ends. Again, Suzuki, a guy we've posted a couple videos about. He's one of the more intriguing guys out there. He slashed .309 batting average, .402 on base, .541 slugging percentage across his career in Japan. He's got 189 career home runs, 102 steals. MLB trade rumors projecting a 5-year, $55 million deal for him, in addition to a $10 million or so posting fee. It is worth noting that there is a level of speculation here. It was noted in the article that he has yet to meet with any of the teams. I'm sure there have been some conversations, but of course those had to have stopped when the lockout. When you see this, Giants and Mariners favorites to sign Suzuki, not the Dodgers, Matt, what catches your attention?
A few things. I mean, I think the Mariners inclusion is kind of expected and sort of obvious just from the standpoint of they have a history of, going into the international market, obviously most notably with Ichiro. So whenever, same thing with Ohtani when he was posted and going to be signing with a team, like you heard the Mariners kind of constantly mentioned. So that was expected. The Giants are what kind of intrigued me the most, and I think for obvious reasons, because one, they're in the NL West, and what they do invariably kind of impacts the Dodgers one way or another. And if the Giants were to move forward with signing Suzuki, I just wonder what it would possibly mean for Chris Bryant.
Yeah.
I think Farhan Zaidi has been open about, wanting to potentially re-sign him. I think Chris Bryant enjoyed his time in San Francisco after being traded there. I don't think signing Suzuki would prevent the Giants from going and re-signing Chris Bryant, but who knows? I mean, they obviously have already they lost some free agents before the lockout began. And Chris Bryant is somebody that we have kind of speculated, would maybe end up with the Dodgers somehow, kind of before they were linked to Suzuki.
Yeah.
And, that would, I think, be something, kind of a domino effect to see, maybe the Dodgers jump into that. And of course, like we've kind of speculated in the past, it may require something with an AJ Pollock or somebody else just to make the roster and money kind of fit.
Yeah, Bryant, you would imagine, is going to be far more expensive than Suzuki. But Suzuki, as you pointed out, in the offseason plan episodes we have put out, Suzuki hasn't been mentioned, in part because he's strictly an outfielder. The Dodgers have 3 everyday outfielders already in Betts, Bellinger, and Pollock, in addition to Chris Taylor, who's re-signed and has some flexibility there. Gavin Lux has added some flexibility in the outfield as well. So signing a strictly outfield type player doesn't seem to fit. But Chris Bryant, on the other hand, while predominantly an outfielder, there's way more positional flexibility as a guy who could play some third base, which is a position the Dodgers could use some coverage with Justin Turner sort of getting up there in age, as well as the potential for a universal DH. And so I agree with you. I think from a Dodgers perspective, Bryant is far more interesting than Suzuki would be, just because of positional versatility. But again, I mean, my headline when I read this is, it feels like total speculation. I mean, everybody had the Ohtani story wrong until he signed with the Angels. And so when I read this and it says just, it's according to industry sources, which again feels like guys like you and me sitting around and saying, the Mariners always seem to be connected with players like this. And hey, the Giants could use an outfielder. Like, it feels like that. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm misreading the situation, but it definitely feels like when they say, hey, his representatives haven't met. He hasn't even been to the United States yet. He's scheduled to arrive some point in the next few weeks in hopes of negotiating once the lockout ends. But this feels like a lot of speculation. I could be wrong. But again, the news from Peter Gammon of The Athletic and Peter Abraham of the Boston Globe is that the Giants and Mariners are the favorites to sign free agent outfielder Seiya Suzuki from Japan. That's Matt Moreno. My name's Jeff Spiegel. Let us know what you think below. Would you prefer Suzuki on a 5-year, $65-ish million total contract, or would you rather shell out money for Chris Bryant, or is it a hard pass on both of those? Let us know in the comments below. Check out, as always, DodgerBlue.com, DodgerBlue1958 on social media. And of course, please, please, please ring the notification bell, click subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.